Welcome back to the show. And now we're getting to the second half of our topics for this episode. And I wanted to get to Justin Herbert and some of the comments Jim Harbaugh had about him. He said, quote, Justin Herbert's biggest weakness is offensive teammates must get to his level. What a statement. He's saying you guys need to step up and get to this guy's level because you guys are not at his caliber. He's like, you guys got to step it up. And he also said this is the true Justin Herbert's biggest weakness is all of those that he's counting on offense, coaches, offensive linemen, playmakers, receivers, running backs to get up to his level. I wake up every day, try to get to his level. Um, what a statement. I think Justin Herbert's incredible. I think he's one of the I mean, look at his first 5 seasons. Nobody's thrown more yards in history of the NFL. Um, he's threw for 3,870 yards, 23 touchdowns in 2024. It's just incredible what this guy does. They were 11-6 last year, had a playoff berth, and I think that the Chargers are a dangerous team. I think they're a very dangerous team, and they're the type of team where I think until, like Jim Harbaugh was saying, until the others elevate to Justin Herbert's level, they're going to be good but not great. And that's going to be the key. I mean, they start week one in um, Sao Paulo, Brazil, I believe, against the Chiefs. So test right there, big test right there. Go against the Kansas City Chiefs, AFC champs, team that's going to be very hungry. It's going to be on a revenge tour, and I think like getting to the Chiefs. I mean, I know we do this all the time, talk about them too much, but like Patrick Mahomes left off the Madden 99 club, and I'm like, like why? Like why would you leave a guy like that off of the list? And I know it's like, you got Josh Allen on there, you got Saquon Barkley on there, got all these other guys on there, and sometimes there's this Jordan level of just greatness that a certain player can get to. And you can kind of like, I would say, kind of like start to take them for granted. And that's what's happening with Mahomes. He's like starting to be like taken for granted for some people. And they're forgetting that, this guy, what he does and what he's been doing the first like 7, 8 years of his career. I don't know how long has Patrick Mahomes been in? Like, this is what I always do this. Like, how long has Patrick Mahomes been in the league? I start to like have like just a brain fog. How long has Patrick Mahomes been in the league? I'm sorry, listen. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get a research team very soon. He's played 8 seasons in the NFL. Okay, 8 seasons. So I mean, incredible, right? Incredible what he's been able to do through 8 years of his career. That's a testament to him and his work ethic, and obviously the level of greatness that he's pursuing, and he's been able to do very good at that. So I'd say, man, like, come on, get the man his respect. It's going to be a revenge tour. The Chiefs are going to be scary again. They're going to be motivated, highly motivated. And I think them restructuring the offensive line and Travis Kelce trimming down. He got the buzz cut fade. I'm telling you, when Travis Kelce gets the buzz cut fade, no games like he took off the long locks. He's not trying to get in that. He's come on. He's not trying to do the sunshine look. He's trying to get back into Mr. Slim GQ tight look. Okay, Travis Kelce, he's all business mode this year. All business mode. Rashid Rice is that situation is definitely going to be challenging. With the suspension coming up, their best receiver. But Xavier, look at what Xavier Worthy's doing. I've been watching a lot of training camp highlights just all around the league, and especially the Chiefs have been popping up, of course, a lot on Instagram. And I mean, that's going to be scary hours. It's going to be a scary team. The deep pass philosophy that Mahomes has been talking about, it's going to be unlocked this year. It's going to be unlocked. And I think like they're going to be a problem again, like 2019, 2020, where the offense is just scary. It's not going to be one of those like we're just getting by. The offense is just getting by. Like, no, like the Chiefs are at their best in terms of like in terms of historical evidence of the last 7 years, they're at their best when their offense is just like 30 plus and just lights out. I think we're going to get back to that for them. So it's going to be a really scary year. Um, Lamar Jackson is in the headlines again. He said that Baltimore, this is the best team he's been on. And he said, quote, to be honest, yeah, just going off of the experience that I have, the experience that we're coming back, I'd say so. Loaded roster, obviously a lot of all pros, all pro bowlers, and a lot of veterans coming back. And you know, they're gonna have a chip on their shoulder for sure with how the last game played out, the Mark Andrews drop, devastating way to end the game. I just don't think that I don't see any way that there's going to be any difference in terms of the ending for them this year. Not saying that it's impossible, but I still think the Bills are better. Like I still would put the Bills over the Ravens. I'd still put the Chiefs over the Ravens. They're that third team to me. It's the Chiefs, Bills, Ravens, and then so forth and so on. That's just kind of how I view it in the AFC. I don't really see any like significant change coming, and that's just it's nothing bad. I just think Lamar Jackson, he gets so much love, and I'm kind of like, we kind of give him passes because he hasn't won the big game yet. He hasn't won the big game. There's nothing. He's a great quarterback, obviously, super uber talented, but he hasn't won the big game yet. So we got to see that happen. Last thing I want to get to: Luka Doncic lands on the cover of Men's Health, Skinny-Luka. I mean, come on, it's he's gotten serious about it. He's gotten serious. He has taken it personal. The Mavs, Nico Harrison, all those they've just created a machine. So I think Luka's gonna have a great season, an incredibly great season. We only saw like a half of Luka after the trade deadline, and that's kind of like not really a clear snapshot of like it's not a clear picture of what a team is going to be with the players like of Luka's caliber. So I'm excited for the Lakers season. Um, just in terms of like Luka, I don't think like the Lakers are going to be like. I'm not going to say how high I'm going to put them. I mean, we're too far away from that, but I do like some of the pickups that they've gotten. I think DeAndre Ayton is it's not a bad pickup. Marcus Smart's a good defender. So they do have some. They have like addressed some things. They haven't addressed it the best way I think they could have, but it's not bad. Like they needed a big. I mean, come on, like you gotta get a big. I think they could have gotten better bigs, but it's just like you gotta address the situation. You have to address the issue somehow. Not saying that these are ideal circumstances, but I mean, last thing I want to say, what's gonna happen when Nikola Jokic ends up on Lakers? We saw LeBron's agent Maverick Carter and Nikola Jokic's agent on a yacht talking about it's gonna be a big 2026. What's gonna happen then? Wait and see. Wait and see. We're just gearing up for this for the Nikola Jokic Luka Lakers. I need to stop. I need to chill. I need to chill out. Speculation is such a thief and such a killer, such a buzzsaw. I'm not going to get into speculation. That is interesting that Nikola Jokic's agent was with LeBron and Maverick Carter in a yacht. Interesting. Not gonna say it's anything booked and guaranteed, but I'm gonna be looking at both of the Nuggets and Lakers season very closely for the postseason when that comes around, and we'll see if those guys are happy. So, that wraps it up for today. I am your host, Wellington Burns. This has been Wellington's Y Zone, and we see you next time.